Welcome to Gail's Garden and Herbs and More. I need to do some juicing. I got to get my health back. I haven't been living what I'm preaching as far as food goes because I've been so busy. I just kind of been eating sandwiches and junk and what was quick at hand, and I've got to stop, other than my herbal teas and stuff. But I hadn't really been eating right, so it's back to eating right. Now I know I do much better when I do. I'm not just showing you the ground for no reason here. This is my curly dock that I tell you about. And then over here, I can't stay out here long. I'm supposed to be behaving myself since I just got out of the hospital, but I'm doing better, but still. And here's some more of it. Something else that I found, I picked some of those to go in my juice this morning. I need good, healthy stuff. This is a plant called Self-Heal. I have that in my tea. Right down here is mallow. So, get out of here. There was a little bug down there. This is really good for you. It's also good for your digestion. So I'm going to pick a few of these. I don't want to pick too many because it's just starting to come up and get nice. I want it to grow. But I'm going to pick a couple of them. They're just so pretty. I couldn't resist. They're nice and healthy looking. So that'll be healthy for me because they're healthy. Okay, so I got a few of those. That's not normally in my my drink that I'm going to juice, but nevertheless, sorry, I was looking around not paying attention to the camera, seeing if I can find anything else. But I think I got everything together, so let's go in the house. Okay, I've already washed up my curly dock. I threw my mallow in my salad spinner. I put all my stuff in there and give it a good rinse. And I also picked some of my basil. I love this. I'm going to juice stems and all, so I'm going to cut it and put it in there and wash that up good to go with the rest of my... Just a quick comment. Forgive me if my house is not pristine. I haven't been here when I was gone, and I'm a little bit slow right now. But anyway, my eye doctor gave me this, and you say, well, big deal. It says, see the beauty of America with better vision. First of all, it's kind of an odd shape size bag. You really can't use it as a garbage can liner, even for my little ones. But instead of just something to throw away, they've got the little hole, and you can put it in your car and use it as a little garbage bag in your car. And I thought that was really cool. And not only that, but it promotes America, the great country that God has blessed us with. So, they put something that could have just been thrown away to use, and I just thought that was really good. But anyway, we'll go on with my juicing. Okay, we are back. I didn't want to juice up a spider or baby praying mantis or something, so I did wash my stuff from the garden. I found a cucumber. Yes, a cucumber goes in this. It's not real big, but it's getting cold out there, and it was hanging outside my big olive vine on the plant against it, though. I think it's been protecting it. So I still have my cucumber plants. My yellow zucchini died, but my cucumber plants are more protected, so they're still with me. I got this little bitty. I like bigger ones, but that's okay. Shoot. I still got to wash up my my celery and my carrots. Now, the one that I'm doing today, the juice that I'm doing today, I'm sorry, I'm not thinking real clear, but bear with me. It's not the one I'm going to be juicing later that I need to keep my blood thin and cholesterol down and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think. This one is, I'm sure this would probably help with all that too, and I need lots of vitamin C. We all do. We should be having vitamin C with every meals to help digest our food. But see, I know these things, I just don't always do it, but I will now. I don't want to go through what I went through in the hospital. And thankfully my heart checked out okay, except for when they did a procedure and my heart rate dropped down to almost nothing. That was really scary. But I don't think my problem was really my heart. I think it was caused by my partial blockage in my gut. So anyway, so much for all that. I'm sure you're not that interested. I also have some ginger. Ginger's really good for inflammation and also for digestion. So I'm going to juice that, plus all my greens that just come up wild, and my basil. I'm going to do an apple to give it a little bit of sweetness. Usually 2 apples makes it taste better, but I'm trying to cut back on sugar. And I really do like bigger cucumber, or maybe a couple, but this is all I had right now. Plus carrots. Carrots are just overall really wonderful for you. When I'm all done, I'm going to cut this in half with my little hand juicer. I'm going to juice it into the juice. It'll give me a little extra C, also protect it and help it to last longer in the fridge. If I make a very big batch, it probably won't last that long, but it's still good for you, and it's just, it all works together. It tastes good too. This is a pretty common one that I do when I do juice. I have really been out once in a while, and lately I've picked up recently. I used to juice all the time and I was much healthier. So, I don't have any fresh squash to juice. I might try one of my others. I hope the flavor's as good. I like to put a little fresh, that just picked off the vine squash to juice in it too. That's my own thing, but after this one, I'm going to start doing a juice that you all ought to try. It's pine, and it tastes wonderful, and it's really good for you. You juice pineapple, ginger, carrots, apples. What am I forgetting? Pineapple, ginger, carrots, and apples, I think. It is amazing. It tastes like some sort of a special shake or drink you buy somewhere. It tastes so good and is really, really awesome for you. I gave it to my mom when she had cancer, and it really helped her a lot as far as giving her energy. And then when I went back to Kentucky, I'd come out to visit her. I think she quit doing that, but she may have juiced for a while. I don't know. But anyway, that's a really good one I'm going to start. I've got that stuff in the fridge. I am determined I don't want to go back to the hospital, so I'm going to start living what I preach about health. I've studied it for years. I ought to know better. Even the things I eat, and it wasn't all bad. It's just it wasn't the things that my body really needs. I need a little bit more. So, and I don't digest real well, and I know better. I should be juicing because I can get all my vitamins and minerals, and then I get my fiber and other things that I eat. But I need to get this into my system. So I hope all this makes some sense to you, because juicing is really, really good for you. You really have to be careful about the sugar because it goes immediately into your bloodstream. It's really good, but I always feel better when I juice. And some people saying, no, they don't think it does that much, but I've seen it in my life. It does take time to wash everything up, get it together, run it through the machine. You have to clean the machine right away because you don't want all those little pieces to stick in it. And so when I'm in a hurry, I just wasn't taking the time, but I will take the time now because otherwise you spend that time in the hospital being sick or worse. So I'm going to take the time. Okay, things are washed up. Let me mention to you, I cut the ends off the carrot where the top grows out. You might say, well, what's the sense of that? You're just going to juice it. That's not going to. It makes a big difference. They are very, very bitter right there where that top grows out. And it will make your juice bitter, and you don't want that. So after you clean them up, make sure you cut the tips off from it. In this particular juice, I'm not going to use all of this ginger. Because that would be pretty hot. So I'm just going to tear off a piece that I'm going to use and just use probably good size big chunk because the ginger's so good for you. What I often do is just juice up a bunch of ginger and put them in ice cube trays and freeze them and then just stick them in my teas and stuff. But since I have this ginger that I haven't juiced up yet, I'm going to go ahead and put it in with all my veggies, and I think I am ready to juice. Here we go. It's going to be noisy, but I'm going to let you watch. Oh, I wanted to say something first. Some people said, or might say, you shouldn't have said what you did about not living what you preach and not eating right and this and that, when that's a lot of what your channel is about, or it will be more in the future, because I have knowledge of a lot of stuff, but anyway. But you know something? I'm just honest about stuff. I think we all fall into ruts sometimes or do things that we shouldn't do. And if we're honest with each other, maybe we can learn from each other and grow from each other. If we all, that's what's neat about these channels. There is awesome people. I get encouragement and tips and some things I may know but I forgot about, like I said in my about the 3 things that I learned, but I really meant that. And I'm just being honest with you. I haven't been doing what I should do, but after what I went through recently, I'm going to start getting back with it. So here we go, folks. I think first you want to put in your light stuff like your leaves. That looks not real fresh. I just like the fresh, the best stuff. I'm going to juice all this, so any leaves that don't look good in there, that don't look healthy, I want everything healthy looking. All of my loose leaf leaves, I'm going to put some in there, and then I'll put something harder behind it, and it kind of pushes through. Otherwise, it could just, you might not even get much of the juice. It'll just all blow into the other side. So I'm going to put that and my basil leaves and my mallow leaves. I'll put like a handful of this. It'll be noisy, you'll be seeing. And then I'll put something hard like the apple or maybe the carrots or celery or something to kind of push it all through. And I always like to cut my apples in half. Let me grab a knife just to make sure there's no worms in the middle before I juice it. Really don't care to have a juiced worm in my juice. Looks good. I don't think there's any worms. These are organic apples, by the way, but still, that's more, you're more likely to find a worm there than anywhere. But these are good. So hold your ears, and here we go. I like to let those RPMs get back up before I push more food through it too, so that it'll work good. Caught up in the neck, now I'm going to push it down with the apple. Put that ginger in there. Probably have to get the last of my mixed leaf. Smells really good. Goes the cucumber. No. I haven't tasted this. You could probably use the skin. They say it's not the best. I am going to peel this first though. I don't want my juice bitter, so I'm going to peel this cucumber. Okay, my cucumber is peeled. I don't want a bitter juice. To be healthy doesn't mean you have to eat or drink stuff that doesn't taste good. And this actually, it doesn't sound like it, but it actually usually tastes really good. I am going to, after I get it together, and if I were to get this too full, I don't want it to overflow, I'll just take it off and pour it into my dark colored I love these, the dark colored mug. The dark color protects the vitamins and enzymes and stuff. This is going to be full of enzymes because it's live food, which is really good for you in so many ways. I have a lid that'll fit on the top and seal it too so it doesn't absorb other odors and flavors, and it'll protect from stuff getting out. You'll lose a little bit if you leave it in the refrigerator a day or two, but it'll probably be drank in a day or two. So, but this will protect it. I'm going to pour it in there. Once I get all this juiced and poured in, then I'm going to juice the lemon juice into it. So you say, why so much celery? Actually, celery is really, really good for you. There's a bad spot on that I don't want. Celery is really good for you, and it makes it taste good too. You'd be surprised. It really, really adds. So here we go with the rest of it. My video stopped. I don't know why, but I was showing you the other stuff that's left over after you juice, and it's really good for composting and stuff like that. So I wanted to share that. My juice turned out really good. I've already got it in the fridge, and I just want to hope you all have a great day, and we will catch you later. Bye-bye from Gail's Garden Herbs and More.